Welcome to another episode of the NewsRamp Industry and Manufacturing Podcast. I'm your host, Max Newsman, excited to bring you today's top stories. At newsramp.com, we gather the latest business news from the best sources, ensuring you stay updated and engaged. Before we begin, a quick reminder. This podcast features AI-assisted production and voices, but the news we present is genuine, with full stories available on newsramp.com. Today is Thursday morning, October 16th, 2025, and we've curated a fantastic selection of industry and manufacturing news just for you. So whether you're commuting, working out, or just relaxing, stay tuned and let's dive right in. Let's kick things off with our first headline.
Mining news breaks. Silvercorp Metals Inc. (SVM) (Americam) reports 23% revenue growth in Q2 fiscal 2026. Silvercorp Metals Inc. (SVM) reported a 23% revenue growth in Q2 fiscal 2026, with approximately $83.3 million in revenue driven by higher silver and lead output. The company produced 1.7 million ounces of silver and 1.84 million silver equivalent ounces, along with 14.2 million pounds of lead and 5.6 million pounds of zinc. Active exploration and mine development continued across various projects, with a preliminary economic assessment underway for the Condor project. Silvercorp will release its full Q2 results on November 6, 2025. For more information, visit Silvercorp's newsroom at ht.ibn.fm/svm. Falcon Energy Materials pilot plant set for Q4 2025 completion as 3 potential customers commence sample qualification process. Falcon Energy Materials plc is making significant progress with the construction of its pilot plant in Morocco, set for completion in Q4 2025. The plant aims to produce large-scale, high-purity coated spherical purified graphite for the global battery industry. 3 potential customers have started the qualification process for CSPG samples. The pilot plant is on track for completion, marking a key step towards securing long-term agreements for Falcon's proposed 25,000 TPA anode plant. Civil construction works are progressing well under Open Steel Structure Maroc SARL, with major processing equipment set to be shipped to Morocco in November 2025. Falcon's strategic advantage in Morocco offers direct access to world-class port infrastructure and competitive operating costs. The company is committed to becoming a reliable supplier of battery anode materials while promoting sustainability and transparency in the supply chain. Elite Build Construction launches new website showcasing full-spectrum concrete, steel building, and barn dominium services. Elite Build Construction, a Native American-owned firm based in Tulsa, has launched a new website showcasing their expanded services. The website highlights their expertise in steel-framed commercial buildings, metal building systems, barn dominium construction, and precision concrete work. EBC offers turnkey solutions for commercial and industrial buildings, metal structures, custom living spaces, and concrete projects. Owner Sean Jones emphasizes quality, timeliness, and trust in all their projects. The website features service modules, project portfolios, online request forms, and educational resources. EBC serves clients within 100 miles of Tulsa, prioritizing local responsiveness and transparent communication. For more information, visit www.ebc-ok.com. Navigating confined space safety regulations. This comprehensive resource assists employers and safety professionals in navigating confined space safety regulations and regulatory compliance. It addresses the distinction between permit-required confined spaces and non-permit-required spaces, crucial for workplace safety. Failing to identify these spaces correctly can lead to operational risks and non-compliance. The resource outlines criteria for classification, emphasizing the need for control measures and written entry programs. It also highlights the importance of emergency preparedness and rescue teams. Professionals can access the full article for a clearer understanding of safety protocols. Diversified Compliance Services specializes in confined space rescue and emergency response services, ensuring worker protection and regulatory adherence.
GS Modular will be present at the 138th Canton Fair, leading the future of modular buildings. GS Modular, a global leader in modular construction, will be showcasing its modular housing, flat-pack container houses, and expandable mobile houses at the 138th China Import and Export Fair. As the global construction industry seeks faster project delivery and sustainable practices, GS Modular's efficient, eco-friendly, and customizable building solutions are at the forefront. Leveraging advanced technology and innovative designs, the company offers flexible housing solutions for residential and commercial needs. With rapid assembly, high energy efficiency, and mass customization options, GS Modular is driving innovation in modular construction. CEO Henry Fu emphasizes the commitment to smarter and greener practices, positioning GS Modular as a leading provider of sustainable modular houses worldwide.
Stonegate Capital Partners initiates coverage on Pensana plc. Stonegate Capital Partners has initiated coverage on Pensana plc, highlighting their unique approach to the rare earth supply chain. Pensana's U.S.-facing downstream strategy sets them apart, with strong demand already secured for their high-specification product. The company's fully funded operation at the Longanjo project in Angola is progressing well, with construction on schedule and contractors mobilized on site. With a focus on NdPr, essential for various technologies, Pensana is strategically positioned to become a key Western supplier. The board is even considering a potential NASDAQ uplisting, which could further enhance institutional access and trading liquidity. Stonegate values PRE at $3.34 to $6.68, expecting significant re-ratings as Pensana executes their mine-to-magnet strategy.
Mission IR News Breaks. Ucore Rare Metals Inc., UCU, OTCQX, UURAF, taps Greenland's massive Tanbreeze deposit to fuel rapid SX rare earth processing. Ucore Rare Metals recently signed a letter of intent with Critical Metals Corp to secure up to 10,000 metric tons annually of heavy rare earth concentrate, reducing U.S. reliance on China for critical materials like dysprosium and terbium. This move leverages Greenland's Tanbreeze project and Ucore's Rapid SX TM separation technology to build a North American rare earth supply chain for EVs, wind turbines, and defense tech. As global demand for rare earths grows, this agreement marks a significant step towards strengthening national security and powering future technologies.
Investor News Breaks. LaFleur Minerals Inc., CSC LFLRF, unlocks potential and low-cost path to gold production. LaFleur Minerals, a Canada-headquartered company, is developing the Swanson site, which it believes will yield gold due to initial investigation and nearby gold recovery. With over 36,000 meters of historical drilling data, the company has the potential to benefit from restarting production operations at the Beacon Gold Mill, valued over $71 million. The mill, capable of processing over 750 metric tons per day, requires an estimated $5 million in restart upgrades. LaFleur Minerals serves as a conduit for surrounding deposits looking to jumpstart production. The company acquired the mill in bankruptcy proceedings for a fraction of its value and has received over $20 million in upgrades. With the recent surge in gold prices, LaFleur Minerals is strategically positioned to take advantage of the market's optimism and unlock the low-cost path to gold production. Rock Breaks, Nicola Mining Inc., NIA, OTCQB, HUVF, advances preparation for 2026 exploration drilling at Treasure Mountain Silver Project. Nicola Mining Inc. provided an update on preparation work at its Treasure Mountain Silver Project, outlining plans for the 2026 exploration drilling program. The project, located in British Columbia, was placed on care and maintenance in 2013. Following years of groundwork, including surveys and sampling, the company received permits for drilling and trenching, as well as a mine lease extension through 2032. Nicola Mining owns a mill and tailings facility near Merritt, BC, and has high-grade gold and copper projects. The company's fully permitted mill can process both gold and silver feed. For more information, visit the company's newsroom at the provided link.
ITS Logistics October Port Rail Ramp Index, low import volumes and CDL scrutiny shake up peak season. ITS Logistics released its October forecast in the U.S. Port Rail Ramp Freight Index, showing a continued downward trend in import volumes. This is leading to tighter assessment of accessorial fees by ports during peak season. The evolving regulatory environment around non-domiciled CDLs is also causing lower-cost capacity to leave the market, raising the risk of financial insolvency for carriers. These factors are squeezing the drayage market, potentially causing issues for shippers. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's emergency ruling on CDL eligibility has led to enforcement efforts across states, impacting the capacity market. Import volumes are projected to continue dropping, with ocean carriers enforcing accessorial schedules strictly. ITS Logistics recommends shippers review their supply chains for inefficiencies that could be penalized. Visit the ITS Logistics website for a full copy of the index with expected forecasts for U.S. port and rail ramps. Investor news breaks. United States Antimony Corporation, NYS American Y, YSE Texas, UI, raises $25 million through securities purchase agreement with leading mutual fund. United States Antimony Corporation, a producer and processor of antimony and other critical minerals, has raised $25 million through a securities purchase agreement with a leading mutual fund. The funds will support inventory expansion, leasehold acquisitions, capacity increases, strategic acquisitions, and general working capital. Over the past 45 days, the company has raised a total of $69.25 million from major institutions, strengthening its institutional shareholder base. The offering is expected to close around October 14, 2025, with Titan Partners Group acting as the sole placement agent. U.S. Antimony Corporation processes antimony oxide, antimony metal, and precious metals in Montana and Mexico, and also mines and processes zeolite in Idaho. For more information, visit the company's website at usantimony.com.
Angkor Resources identifies second drill target for oil and gas on its Block 8, Cambodia. Angkor Resources Corp has identified a second drill target for oil and gas on its Block 8 project in Cambodia. Enercam Resources Co. Ltd. has discovered a second anticline in the central Bokor Basin with a clear four-way closure and a depth of 900 to 1,200 meters. The company's management team is confident in the potential of this new site, which covers approximately 60 square kilometers. CEO Delane Weeks expressed optimism about the discovery of two clear drilling targets, highlighting the significant size of both South Bokor and Central Bokor. The company will continue to develop a drilling plan based on ongoing processing and interpretation of seismic data. Angkor Resources Corp is a leading resource optimizer in Cambodia, focusing on mineral and energy solutions in Canada and Cambodia. Americans see promise in robotics, but few expect their own jobs to change, according to Pittsburgh Robotics Network report. The Pittsburgh Robotics Network released its 2025 AI and Robotics Sentiment Survey, showing Americans are hopeful about robotics and AI, but only 12% believe their own jobs will be displaced. Respondents are split on whether robotics and AI will be positive or negative, with 44% expecting more manufacturing to return to the U.S. and 62% preferring robotics made domestically. While excited about robotics in hazardous environments and space exploration, there are concerns about self-driving cars and military use. The study included 642 American adults and 669 on AI, with a margin of error of ±4% nationally. The Pittsburgh Robotics Network aims to drive growth in Pittsburgh's robotics ecosystem. Thank you for joining us today. That's it for this episode of the NewsRamp Industry and Manufacturing Podcast. As a reminder, NewsRamp curates news from leading newswires like Newsworthy.ai, 24/7pressrelease.com, NewsDirect.com, and BlockchainWire.io. We encourage you to visit newsramp.com to read all of today's news.